On everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day, as I am having a fantastic raid weekend. On this account, I was able to get over 39,000 capital peak points from attacking 3 bases on 2 separate raids: Skeleton Park, Barbarian Camp, and Golem Quarry. So let's jump in and see how I'm taking these out, and how you might be able to replicate this in your own attacks. So here we are, of course, doing a Barbarian Camp cleanup with the air graveyard spam strategy. I think for you to get the most amount of points possible, it would be from attacking or cleaning up the attack on a Barbarian Camp. A lot of times you can get 6,600, sometimes 7,500 points for doing a cleanup attack. Because a lot of times if you set up the base properly, then it's a very easy cleanup. This one, unfortunately, we have a lot of the air targeting defenses on the back side of the base. We do not have great deployment options to get our balloons over there faster. We have to keep deploying them from very far away. We are trying to get as close as we can. We'll speed up here. Get very, very close, but we have just these back end trio of defenses that are taking out all of our troops. However, we were still able to get almost 6,000 points from this one attack. We did miss out on a little bit, but that's alright. So next up, we are taking a look at a first hit on a Skeleton Park. This by far is my favorite strategy to use, and we'll see, I believe, the exact strategy used on the next Skeleton Park as well. So highly recommend using this strategy, as you can almost take out the entire base in one hit, and you can get well over 6,000 points from doing the attack this way. Once that quadrant gets cleared out, we drop down a ram, open up the wall, couple barbarians to help take out the multi-cannon. You can use 1 pack of hogs or a barbarian or 2 barbarians to take out the Tesla up top. Once that building goes down, all those troops backtrack, and then you can send in 1 ram, 1 barbarian to take out the wizard tower. Most importantly, it takes out the air defense, because then you drop 1 pack of minions up top, and it can actually take out the giant cannon, which is nice. Now we're focusing on trying to keep the P.E.K.K.A.s alive, because their main goal is to distract as we sneak in some hog riders to take out first the air bombs, then the spear thrower, and then eventually the rocket artillery. We'll speed up through here a little bit, because we're mostly just waiting. Got the P.E.K.K.A. Did a nice job distracting, and then the hogs did a nice job taking out the rocket artillery. The one pesky defense, of course, is the minion hut. That thing just absolutely shreds through the P.E.K.K.A.s. So you can see just within a few rounds of it actually locking on to the P.E.K.K.A., it just wipes it out. However, we were able to get 6,630 from that one attack. Next up in this raid, we are taking a look at a Golem quarry cleanup. Essentially how it will be broken down is the Skeleton Park first hit, and then the cleanup attack on both the Golem quarry and the Barbarian Camp. Those tend to have the most amount of defenses available for you to take out. And of course, it definitely helps if you have a second account to prepare the other Barbarian Camps and Golem quarries. But anytime you can get, or if anytime you see a base that has over 6,000 points available, you should be trying to think, like, okay, can I take this out in one hit? What portion of the base should I take out first? Where do I need to drop the graveyards? Where are the current graveyards? So that's all a lot easier to figure out if you are the same person and you attack it first, set up, switch accounts, and then finish off the base. So here we were able to very nicely dodge most of the rocket artillery barrages and the blast bows. Because too many of those focused on your troops all at once is quite terrifying. We get 6,345 plus 83. Now let's take a look at the second raid, where we attack the exact same 3 bases. Let's take a look at the Skeleton Park first hit. Of course, it is the basic layout, so we're going to be using the same exact strategy. So we'll times 2 it here, because we just saw this done before. 2 graveyards over the minion hut, 1 over the multi-cannon. Once that deployment zone gets opened up, usually 1 ram opens up the wall. Sometimes you need a second one. 1 ram, 1 barb up top, then the pack of minions once the air defense goes down. Then we look at the south side of the base, start preparing that, the P.E.K.K.A., 1 pack of hogs on the Tesla, and then it is just a distraction game at this point. Now we deploy our minions, and you can see when it takes out that multi-cannon, usually 1 to 3 minions split off for the giant cannon, which is perfect. So here, this time we have the P.E.K.K.A. that survived went up north, so that's fine. That's why I bring 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, because trying to keep 1 P.E.K.K.A. alive is really stressful, whereas if you have 2, you don't have to worry about it. So we get 6,640. Next up are the, let's see here, the Golem Quarry. Barbarian Camp, Golem Quarry, interesting. Did not have the correct bases. Interesting. Very interesting. So we did the Skeleton Park. Let's see if I can remember correctly. Maybe it was number 6. Yes, number 6. Thanks for bearing with me. It's a little bit of a awkward portion. If I was better at editing, probably just edit it out, but alas, here we are. So here we are doing the Barbarian Camp Cleanup. This one is a little bit scary because they have the centralized rocket artillery and the air bombs. But if you're able to just send in 1 pack of balloons per spear thrower, air defense, rapid rockets, usually good. Got to send in 2 per Tesla and air bombs. Ideally, they are distracted by the graveyard air skeletons, because they do a lot of damage to the balloons themselves. And then, of course, you can send as many balloons as you want into a rocket artillery, as long as it is being distracted, or we can directly target it. So here, all the defenses go down, and we're able to get over 7,000 points from this Barbarian Camp, which is crazy. That's where I think at District Hall level 10, if you're able to set up and then 2-shot a Barbarian Camp like that, might be the way to get over 40,000 capital peak points. So last but not least is the Golem Quarry. So we did the 2 Golem Quarries, 2 Barbarian Camps, 2 Skeleton Parks. The Skeleton Parks usually get you around 6,600. The Barbarian Camps between 6,000 and like 8,000. And then the Golem Quarries, cleanups, usually around 6,000 to 7,000. So if I only had 1 or 2 accounts, those are the bases I'd be looking to take out. I'd constantly be checking or trying to coordinate with my clan to be like, hey, can you guys set it up? Or, hey, don't attack it, let me attack this one. That's where I'd be checking back and forth throughout the entire raid weekend. I'm fortunate that I have a bunch of accounts, so I can clear a couple of the raids all on my own. But I hope this video was helpful. Hopefully you've learned how to attack these 3 bases a little bit better. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. And there's a couple videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Thank you so much. Take care.